Hello you guys, and welcome to the reading for the week of January 23rd, 2023. This reading is designed for anyone with predominant Gemini placement, so your sun, moon, rising, or north node. Once you're done with this video, if you want further guidance, please make sure that you check out the other videos for those signs. And if you don't know what your sun, moon, or rising are, please feel free to follow the link below to figure that out. I did a reading at the beginning of this year, the beginning of 2023, for all of the signs that was designed to provide a little bit of overarching guidance for all of this year. Now, for my dear Geminis, your encouragement for the year of 2023 was to acknowledge that your metamorphosis, your transformation, your changes will begin when you start accepting your own inherent worth. Beautifully enough, for this week, the card that I pulled for you is encouraging you to celebrate your own wins. Now, I did pull this card in the reverse, which can imply a level of shadow or maybe something that's a little bit challenging for you. Also, whenever a card is pulled in reverse, it can be asking you to look within yourself instead of projecting out onto the world around you. So for some of you, I feel like maybe celebrating the things about yourself that are really truly wonderful is really challenging. And if it's not in general, maybe right now or this week, it is feeling that way. Whenever this card is pulled in reverse, it's acknowledging that maybe there's a piece of you that's hyper fixating on what didn't go right or what didn't work instead of what did or what is working or what you have learned as a result of certain experiences in your life. And some of you might be also kind of like hiding your wins or acting like they're not really a big deal or refusing to celebrate them. I feel like there's a level of authenticity that you are not really in touch with, because I think really deep down there's a piece of you that's like, I want to be proud of my accomplishments. I think everyone does. Like, there's a piece of you that wants to be proud of your accomplishments. It wants to feel good about who you are and who you've become. And I feel like for some of you, you're feeling like maybe there's a blockage there. The way that this may present for some people, especially like in your business dealings, maybe there might be this almost like coldness. I feel like some of you may be a little bit salesy, or like you're acting a little bit scripted and you're not drawing people in authentically through who you are or through your story or through your own experiences. And maybe some of you feel like doing it someone else's way is the right way, or following the textbook example or following the structure that was set out for you is the best way to go. And sometimes that is the case, and sometimes there's a lot to be learned from that. However, I feel like for some of you, it might serve you to instead look at who you are as a person, look at the way that you show up now, allow yourself to be grateful for the challenges that you have overcome, especially within the last year or the last couple years, and to see that those are really amazing feats and they are worth celebrating and they are worth sharing. There might also be some things that you are excited about that you are just scared to share with the world. Maybe you've been working on a project or a couple of projects. Maybe there is a relationship that you are cultivating that you feel excited about, but you're kind of nervous to talk to people about it or nervous to share it, maybe due to some past experiences. And for some of you, I feel like maybe there's multiple projects or multiple experiences that you're feeling called into sharing. But your encouragement, again, for this week, the week of January 23rd, is to allow yourself to celebrate those things and to share them. Like, this is a time for celebration. This is a time for praise. If other people are encouraging you or complimenting you, instead of deflecting it, learn how to accept the compliment, learn how to own it, learn how to say thank you. I appreciate that. Again, because this is pulled in reverse, maybe this has something to do a little bit more with yourself and your ability to compliment yourself and to take a compliment from yourself. Oftentimes, the way we relate to the world around us is a reflection of our own internal experience. So if you're the type of person where someone comes up to you and they say, oh, hey, I really like your eyes, or you have a really nice smile, or wow, this is a really cool project. Thank you for bringing this piece of art into the world. And there's a piece of you that's like, oh, thanks, you also have, or oh, thanks, it's not really anything, or, you know, I feel like there's a piece of you that might be programmed to deflect it, and that is a mirror to the way that you relate to success within yourself. If you do something and there's a piece of you that's like, yeah, we did a good job, there's a piece of you that's also probably saying, nope, not good enough, don't celebrate it, not worth it, it's gonna be taken away, whatever the narrative or the story is. And so if you want to shift the way that you're able to relate to other people, if you want to shift the way that you're able to relate to the world, you do have to start within yourself and your own narrative. So if you are not receiving compliments from the external or the outside world, I don't think it's because you don't deserve it. I think it's because you're either not showing off or showing up in a way that really like honors these shifts and these changes to the world, or if you are externally, you're not getting that stimulus, you're not getting those compliments, you're not getting that validation because you're being challenged to give that to yourself first. And so energetically, you are being asked to align with who you are when you're able to accept the beauty in the person that you already are. So my advice for you for this week is to first and foremost talk authentically, honestly, openly, and enthusiastically about the things that you have to share. If you are in sales or you are an entrepreneur or you're selling pieces of yourself, your business, etc., be enthusiastic. Find a way to connect with the excitement you have about that. If you've lost connection with what excites you about a project, maybe spend some time journaling or getting it back in touch with why. Like, what is your why? Why are you excited about something? Why does it light you up? And learn to share from that authentic place. If you haven't already watched the Simon Sinek TED Talk about how great leaders inspire action, specifically through connecting with their why, I highly, highly, highly encourage you to do that. Like, if not now, then as soon as fucking possible. And finally, with this card does come with a question. When was the last time you threw yourself a party? When was the last time that you celebrated something? Even if it's something that you're like, does that need to be celebrated? Like, yes, hun, it does. Let yourself celebrate it. Swear to God, I have thrown myself parties for breaking up with people when I knew the connection was no longer healthy or it needed to end. That shit is hard to do, and most people don't really think about that in a way of, oh, I should celebrate this. But you should. You overcame something that was challenging, whatever it was. You stepped into something, you decided to start a project, you decided to live authentically, become an entrepreneur, start a business, whatever it is. You decided to do something that had challenges, that maybe presented a level of fear, and that deserves to be celebrated. So this week, my dear, find and carve out time to genuinely celebrate who you are and what you have done. So thank you so much, my dear Geminis, for tuning in. If you haven't already, please make sure that you go check out the other readings for your big three for this week. If you don't know how to find those, click the link below. And if you have any questions on anything, please make sure to reach out to me. You can find me on Instagram or on TikTok at alexab.alchemy. I work professionally as a personal coach, and at the time of filming this, I am accepting new clients. So if you're looking for a little bit more in-depth one-on-one support, shoot me a message that says Alchemy Method, and I will get back to you about how to move forward. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I love you so much, and I will see you guys next week on the next one. Cheers.